Our next guest is a respected economist, Dr. Aliyu Ilias. He'll be sharing insights on the economic impact of strong branding. Let's hear from him.
I think branding is identity. So every one of us have identity, whether consciously or unconsciously. The only thing is that how well people perceive your branding. Is it a popular brand or just within you? So I think branding is an identity. Right. Well, we have what we call emotional connection with each brand. So any brand that is doing well will have emotional connection with people. Sometimes people are not even using your facility or your product, but they have connection. Once they see it, they believe that this is these people, and they will also assume with perception: is it a good, or is it bad, is it average? So the connection is emotional most time, and that's why when we see some big brand, people will identify with it. When you have a very strong brand, it's have about some advantage. One of the advantages, you have market share, you have a wallet share, you have a referral opportunity. So this actually means that once you have a strong brand, people will believe in you. In fact, there are some things that people will tell them that there's an alternative somewhere, but because of your brand identification, people want to identify with your brand, and they will continue to patronize you. So a strong brand simply means people have conviction of patronizing you. When we talked about brand, brand outlive even the founder most time. So when people have the confidence that your brand will outlive, or in fact some brand were in one business before, and that's the advantage of good brand. You start with business A, but because people trust your brand and trust the experience they have therein, you can introduce B, introduce C. You have opportunity of introducing different things. So that's why people believe in some brand, that even though the market, what they are producing is not fashionable again, they will find a way of producing another one, because people have what we call brand loyalty. So you see some people use some facilities, some products, some services, and they are very very expensive, just like a phone that we use. Some people does not really cannot exhaust the advantage of that phone, but the name itself, once they show it out, people believe that this person is using a particular brand, and they will respect people for using that brand. So that's what actually resonates with people. I remember when we are much younger, there's a particular cloth clothing line that once you wear it, everybody see it beautiful and they respect you for it. But those times are changing now. But the thing is, once you identify with those brands, merely looking at it, people will respect you. They don't want to know if you are using it or you are not using it well. So I can tell you that most companies are out of business now because they didn't pay attention to their brand. Once you don't give necessary attention, then brand have different reasons. So people patronize brand for different, some for quality, some for fashion, some for status. So if you fail to actually have what we call a unique selling proposition, people will now say, okay, since you don't have that brand attachment, people will drop the brand and go for a much more popular brand that are more conscious of what people actually want. There's a particular bank in Nigeria that have lived beyond 100 years. And why are they beyond 100 years? It's because of their branding. They've taken time to convince people of their quality of their services. Even though new generation banks are coming, people still believe in those old brands because of their delivery. So you must take that unique selling proposition, take advantage of it, and manage your brand effectively, so people will continue to believe in you. So if you have good brand, the chances are there that you going to live beyond 100 years, because any brand that have lived at beyond 100 years can be seen that they have actually succeed and sustain that their standard. It does not mean that they don't change. Every brand changes, but you change with the as time goes, as fashion change, as quality change, as everything evolve. Just like now we have AI. So every brand must stick towards AI. You won't say because you are old you want to remain archaic, even though you'll be there. So I think if you have good brand and you can also keep on maintaining those things, people will definitely resonate with you. And when we say branding, sometimes even when you mention a company, some line follows it. People can, because of that, be with you. So you must make sure that you have what's called unique selling proposition. It could be quality, it could be color. Even color can stand you as a brand. It could be service related, it could be people's perception about your brand. There are some footwear, once you hear their name, they resonate. There are some clothes, when you hear their name, they resonate. So people must find a way, and that's why we say it in customer experience, that most time people don't really have choice, but you must make sure you find a way of giving them what they actually want. And that's the difference between customer service and customer experience. So people can, because of experience, go as far as thousands mile to achieve a particular service or product. They will look at the price again, they will look at the experience and the brand that follows it. I think there is more competition, especially when you come to online. So now people are different. Some people image attracts them the more. Some people you must play maybe a sound. So because of the competition, you must now work with people's intuition. What does people of this environment want more? That's why you could see that people in other country will be advertising in your country, and they will be selling more than you. Is because they get it. And with the age of AI now, branding is changing, because people are now looking at your perception, your intuition. They are working on your intuition to actually make sure that you buy from them. So I think branding has come to stay, and it makes a difference between a business that wants to succeed and a business that doesn't care about losing the customers. Like I said earlier, so branding have good advantage. So the first advantage is market share. So once you have good brand, you have market share. What would we mean by market share? You may be controlling about 80% of customers or 60% of customers of such products among competitors. You can also control what we call wallet share. You can get more money by so doing. You can have your profit base. That this year, our company wants to make 30 billion. It's because you have a strong brand. Then another thing is word of mouth. We call it WOM, which is referral. People will use word of mouth to actually tell the next person that have you experienced it, have you gone there, have you tasted it, it's this, it does, and because it gives them confidence to identify with you. So brand have a strong connection, strong correlation with business surviving and business long time relationship with people, especially customer loyalty. So, because we are in a global community, we call it globalization. It simply means you are not only competing with company around you, you are competing with global company, and you are not also competing with products of your competitors, even others that are not doing the same products. Because people are funny now. What they expect from a a car is what they are expecting from a system, right? You can see that they are interconnecting now. So when you are doing any brand now, you must have international perception in your mind, not local. You must not be thinking that it's only for my own community. If not, you will lose the necessity, because people are now comparing you with anything they see across the globe. So brand must be contemporary in nature. You must be evolving as the every other things are changing now, which is called AI. So brand must also consider that AI and that online presence. So in terms of e-commerce, I think e-commerce have much competition, because You don't need a four-wall place to actually do your marketing. You don't need a four-wall place to you are in the public. So branding and perception are like things you cannot separate. Once I have a perception about a particular brand, there is nothing you can do to me. I'll be loyal to that brand. Branding could be looked for from the perception of trust. So if I have confidence that if I actually do business with you, because of my past experience, you are going to repeat the quality of services you are bringing. I will have that brand. So let's talk about a fuel stations. So some fuel stations are there now. They've been there over time, and Nigerians still believe that if you go there, you are still going to get a good service. No matter how new one comes to market, some people are so loyal that they will go there. So when you build a brand, it must come with trust. If I don't trust your brand, I will not patronize. So I think you cannot separate the two. They are inseparable. Branding, customer experience, and trust and loyalty, they come to. So there's like a bundle. They cannot separate one. If they don't trust you, they will not be loyal to you. So you must always continue as a brand, as a company that is conscious of its brand. You must continue to look into getting people's trust and also getting loyalty from them. In fact, your profit base will be determined on the trust people have in you as a brand. In Nigeria today, most startups end up being out of business after 5 years because they cannot maintain the customer, they cannot take hold of the brand and sustain it. So let me look at it from economic perspective. That's what is called shrinkflation in economics, whereby because of scarce resources, because things are expensive, people now reduce the quality of their product so that they can make much more profit. It's a danger for you as a startup. It's better you increase the price you are selling it and maintain the quality, because over time people will now think you are reducing and you don't want, because you don't want to increase price, then we will not buy from you again. So sometimes anything you start with, please try to sustain it. Don't, because you now have customer, and change it. You know why? The cost of looking for more customer, the cost of marketing is 5 times the cost of maintaining the customer you have. So you must continue to maintain that customer and give them the quality of services. Most customer will not mind if you increase the price. We are all in the country. So but sometimes you want to quick to be smart and do shrinkflation. No, maintain your quality. If need be, communicate to your customer and increase the price, so for you to be in business.